Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off because today I am going to unbox and take a first look at Red Storm, the air war over central Germany 1987 from my friends over at GMT Games. So we will crack this puppy open right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Yes, I'm Jeff McAleer, back once again as your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, I am going to be taking a first look at Red Storm, the air war over central Germany, 1987. Say that 5 times fast. From my friends over at GMT Games. The game is designed by Douglas Bush, with artwork and graphic design provided by Darius Berezowski, Antonis Karitis, Charles Kibler, and Mark Simonich. The game is for 1 or 2 players, ages 14 and up. It does have variable playtime because there are loads of scenarios, and it does carry an MSRP of $79. So let's swing on over to the other camera and take a look at Red Storm. All right, so I've got Red Storm, the air war over central Germany, 1987, right here out on the table. So let's take a peek at this. So taking a look at the back, I'm not going to read all of this, but Red Storm is a standalone game using the proven downtown game system to simulate the air battles of a hypothetical war between the air forces of the Warsaw Pact and North Atlantic Treaty Organization over central Germany in 1987. The game's 36 scenarios, including 4 solo scenarios using a new solo bot, and 2 campaign scenarios that link multiple raids together over a period of days, depict a wide range of air combat situations. So this is for 1 to 2 players, ages 14 and up, and it says playing time 1 minute per game turn. So I'm going to take a guess that this is probably going to take probably a couple hours is my guess for the shorter scenarios. Also, complexity is 8 out of 9, so fairly high complexity and medium solitaire suitability, even including those solitaire bots. So let's get the shrink wrap off of here, and we'll take a look to see what we've got inside Red Storm. Let's crack this on open. So we've got a couple of 6-sided dice. We've got our handy dandy baggies for our counters. So we've got a few books. Got actually quite a few books. So we got rules of play. We've got a scenario book, and we have appendices book. And then it looks like we've got a bunch of player aid cards as well. So first off, let's take a look at the various different books we've got here in the box. I'm going to zoom in just a touch. There we go. And let's see if we can sharpen this up just a hair. That wasn't doing it. There we go. That looks pretty sharp. Okay, so let's take a look. So we got the rules of play. I'm just going to kind of zip on through this, kind of show this off. So it looks like we've got quite a lot to unpack here. So we've got the time of flight navigation, airfield operations, detection, air-to-air combat. My understanding is the way the situation breaks down is that the U.S., or I should say the NATO forces, actually have the technological superiority over the Warsaw Pact, but the Warsaw Pact has the advantage in numbers. So surface-to-air missiles and radar, air-to-ground ordnance, air-to-ground attacks, So I can see why it's showing a complexity of 8 out of 9. Looks like there's a lot going on under the hood here. Oh, so we got helicopters, we got recon missions. Oh, so we got ground forces, the front, and scenario conditions and scenario setups. We got the solitaire rules. Of course, we got victory and victory levels. We got talking about the campaign games. And we got a bit of a rules index to wrap up. Jeez, wow. A lot going on there. So we've got the rules of play altogether. What we got? 60 pages? Yep, 60 pages. So that is the rule book. And we got the scenario book. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Like the artwork. That's pretty cool right off the bat. So didn't it say, what was it, 36 scenarios? So Morning Recon, Operation Boloski, First Strike, opening rounds. Oh, so this looks like this kind of goes, a lot of these scenarios are just kind of spanning the war, or at least the opening salvos. Search and destroy. So as an example here, it's the background. Soviet war plans emphasize disruption of NATO rear area units and infrastructure through aggressive use of air mobile and airborne operations. Frustrated with the stalemate in the U.S.-German Third Corps sector, Warsaw Pact commanders ordered the insertion of a regiment of the elite 76th Guards Airborne Division behind the 2nd Panzer Grenadier Division area of operations. All right. Dance of the Vampires. Air Interdiction, Birds of Prey, Breakthrough. Should probably start getting into the campaign scenarios, I would think. Day of Days. $99 red balloons. Okay. All right, the final countdown. Okay, so here's the, this looks like these are the campaign scenarios. Maybe? Maybe not. Could be. Yeah, they must be, because here we've got the solitaire scenarios. Cool deal. So 60 pages in this book, too. So, well, you can't say you're not getting a lot of scenarios in this book. That's for certain. And then we've got the appendices. So we've got the orders of battle. Different airfields. Oh, it's kind of wild. Showing what direction the runways run. Ground unit locations. Here we go, some examples of play. All right, good deal. Oh, looks like we get a really nice detailed example of play. And we get our designer notes and tactical hints. Oh, so we only get hints. So some tips about air-to-air combat, raids, combining tasks, ground defenses. And then we, like how it says, select bibliography and load all these books. That's pretty select, huh? And then looks like this is the full-size map, the layout of the map there, the board. All right, and that's 28 pages. Hey, what else we got in here? So it looks like we got a bunch of player aid cards. I'm sure we're gonna have a bunch of counter sheets as well. So there are 3, 4, 5. Jeez. Okay, so we get 5 player aid cards. first one here. Looks like we get one copy of each, so it does not look like each player gets one. We get a player aid card too. Looks like you might use a deck of cards. No, it can't be. There's the dice. I see there's the dice here. You're rolling two 20s. 20 or two 10-siders, I should say, not. Detection table. SAM data, SAM acquisition. This is all like surface to air missile tables. Scenario random events. Okay. Okay, we got flight quality table. Recovery ordnance speed limits. Air to ground attack table. Wow, there is a lot going on with this game. I'll tell you that right now. I don't even know if I'll be able to have somebody to get this to the table with, because the gang is not into really complex war games. So we've got player aid card 4. Got some more tables here. Scenario setup sequence for the campaign scenarios. A sequence of play during a scenario. Okay, so here we got some bot info for the solitaire scenarios. Looks like this is all bot info. And we got the solo rules sequence of play. So what do we got here? We've got aircraft data. Okay, Belgium, Canada, Netherlands. Oh, that is cool. I like that. That is nice. That is very cool. Okay, so we've got the U.S. This one's going to fold out for us. So I like that. Gives us some background about each of the aircraft. So here we've got the U.S. aircraft data chart. And then UK aircraft data chart. The French. Who else do we have? Oh, U.S. Air-to-air weapons and jamming. Because then we get the USSR data on these. So, air-to-air weapons, jamming strength as well. We got notes for the aircraft. It's the German Republic aircraft. Cool. And then we get the breakdown of a bunch of the Warsaw Pact aircraft. So, got that. Now we're going to jump into a bunch of counter sheets. So, first off is the 5th sheet. So, we've got different crew, surface-to-air missile launches. These are all dual-sided. Wow. All right, so we got a bunch. Here we go. Right, so I'll zoom in a little bit. Well, I don't think I can zoom in much more. There we go. Then I'll try to sharpen this up a little bit. Okay, that should be good. So, wow. There are lots and lots of counters. That is no doubt there. So, whoa, and they seem to be cut pretty well because these are starting to pop right on out. I like how they, at least with the silhouettes, with the artwork on the front, we do have like the various different kind of shapes of the aircraft. I like that, even as small as those are. And then we got some. Looks like we got some ground forces here as well. And of course, throughout there are informational markers on just about all of the counter sheets. All right, then we've got the map. It is two sections, paper mat with a finish to it. So of course, I'm not going to fit the whole thing in, but well, it looks like you're going to need a good amount of space on your table. Give you an idea. So I remember when I first saw the images for the board, I thought, well, that's kind of little meh, you know. But then it was quickly pointed out to me that you know we are looking at an air game, and of course there are going to be a lot of informational counters and things like that being used. So you don't want things to get too just too busy. So I could completely understand that. So I was like, aha, yes, I stand corrected. So I see these are NATO air bases. These are Warsaw Pact air bases as well. All right, so we've got that. Then we've got a big pad of log sheets. It looks like we got two pads of different kinds. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so we've got, this is the flight log sheet. So for your campaign game, squadron planning. So we've got those, and then we've got surface to air and anti-aircraft. And then we have a copy of the map, once again, the board. Oh, pretty wild. There's, like I said, there's a lot in this box. All right, so we've got the pads. We've got the two-part board, map, what have you. We've got a variety of player aid sheets, that is for certain. We also have the appendices book, the scenario book, the rule book, as well as 4.5 sheets of counters, as well as our baggies and our two 10-sided dice. And that is what we find when we take everything from Red Storm, the air war over central Germany, 1987, outside the box. There you have it. So I will do my best to have a review of Red Storm, the air war over central Germany, 1987, in the near future. Do want to point out, as I mentioned during the unboxing and the first look, this is a pretty complex system, so I might only be reviewing it from the solitaire gamer side of things. Anyway, as I like to always point out, if you like the video, please give this a quick thumbs up. If you check out some of the videos on the Gaming Gang channel and you like them, by all means subscribe. If you do, don't forget, ring that little bell, because not only will it notify you when I upload a new video, it'll also tell you when my live stream, which airs Mondays through Fridays right here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central, actually goes live. Yes, I bring you the Daily Dope, all the latest tabletop gaming news of the day. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all the latest in gaming news, reviews, comics, movies, TV. By now, you know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer, and until next time, happy trails. Whoa, hey. I didn't realize that you were still here. Well, if that's the case, then allow me to share the following information with you that I only have 20 seconds to do. So let's all take a deep breath. So, if you would like to subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel, please click right here. If you want to check out the latest episode of the Daily Dope, click right here. And if you'd like to check out a randomly selected standalone video, by all means, click right here. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer, and thanks for watching.